Them coming here, I mean, that's a little too much. That's a little too much, you know. Some people might be scared or something, you know, but that's too much. But the crime, it's been slowing down lately. I feel safe walking through the city each and every day. I feel safe, so we don't need troops in the city. You know, see, like our local police, they have relationships with the people in the community. You know, some of them do, some of them don't. You know, they have some good cops and some bad cops. You know, and the ones that do have the good relationships with the community, you know, the National Guards, they don't have no relationship with them. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they also had a life before they became homeless. You know, everybody got to have a heart for somebody. Some nowadays, you know, definitely the homeless. They have funding for other stuff. Why you can't have funding for the homeless? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. You can send money over here to Ukraine to help them. I mean, I don't have no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody needs a helping hand. But what about the people in your own city? You know what I'm saying? They need help. The homeless need help.
I can understand the president's concern because basically violence and, I mean, the homeless community is the meek, and the meek shall inherit the earth, but the meek need to learn to fit into their families if they have families. Now, I was homeless here in Washington, D.C. In 2002 and 2003. So I think that we need to be good citizens and be responsible. I think that it's the Good Samaritan in all of us. We can't catch everybody that's homeless and we can't stop every crime. But I signed Curtis Leawood's contract that said, you know, if I think I can make a difference, I will step up to the plate and try to make a difference.
You know, Congress cut $1 billion from the DC budget earlier this year in a bill that Trump signed. That money could have helped because you would be training and hiring police folks and not National Guard or other folks who are coming in from other places and don't have the training that the cops have. They're still going to be homeless, right? I mean, unless you give them a home, so which I think is the goal of the organizations that I've sometimes volunteered with, where you find housing for them first and give them that stability, and then you work on their substance problems or their mental problems.
That to me, that just feels like you can be separate and go somewhere else. Like, we don't want to see you. And that just feels like increasing the inequity, to be honest. Like, you don't get to be part of public life. You don't get to be in our city because for some reason your circumstances have made it so that you have to live on the street right now. Like, that just doesn't seem fair to me at all. I don't know. I really like this city. I'm really I'm trans. This is the only place I've ever lived where I can walk up to people and say that and not have them treat me differently and not feel like I'm in danger for that.
I think that for me personally, it's a little bit more, I'm more fearful now, you know, with like the National Guard and, you know, all of these different agencies coming in, because what I've been seeing is, you know, just law-abiding citizens being stopped and approached, you know. And I feel like a lot of the crime that's been happening in the city is the youth. And I feel like a lot of the programs that were around for the youth, they're no longer around, you know. So it's more fearful now because even though you're a law-abiding citizen, here in DC, you don't know, you know, especially because I'm African American. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I can get pulled over in my car, everything's legit, but I still don't know how that interaction will work out for me. I think that I'm more hesitant to come out a little bit, you know, because I don't want to be harassed for just being outside, you know?